Alright, greetings Kiss Nation. This is going to be a Kiss topic, and this Kiss topic is going to be, a topic that we're just going to not discussing an article, we're just going to be, having a bit of a discussion. And this discussion is, what future Kiss off the Soundboards would you like Kiss to release? Now, I made this topic before, but there's some new ones that I would like them to put out. So this is more like an updated version of the topic that I put out before. So I'll throw out some ones that I think would be kind of cool. Obviously, the popular decisions would be, ones with Eric Carr, both in makeup and not in makeup. Probably like ones from the Unmasked tour and the Creatures tour. I still would say, Paris would be a good choice for the Unmasked tour. And for Creatures, I would say Charleston, West Virginia would be a good choice for a Creatures pick. For Eric Carr, not in makeup, let's go with another Animalize pick and do Baltimore with Mark St. John. Yeah, let's have him, do another release with Mark St. John. Because that's pretty cool. I especially, love his solo in Love Gun, even though it's like there's an audience recording of Baltimore. But still, the solo for Love Gun kicks so much ass, it's super cool. And I can throw in, since there's a discussion, I can probably throw in, Crazy Nights, like Pensacola. That's a good one because they actually play more songs from the album than they would do on like a normal Crazy Nights show. Like there's Crazy Nights, Bang Bang You, No No No, Reason to Live, Hell or High Water, and When Your Walls Come Down, along with like the standard Kiss songs. So that's cool. I think that would be a good pick. And that's all my picks for the non-makeup ones. I have a good idea for for the '90s non-makeup ones. Like we're getting into like revenge territory. What about one of their club shows they did before they actually did the actual revenge tour? What about the club shows? That'll be really cool. And it doesn't matter, which show that they pick because each club show is the same set list. But for an actual revenge tour show, I would pick two picks. One show from the UK half and like a very early US date that has Christine 16 and a few other songs that didn't get on later dates, which that'd be pretty cool. And then for reunion era, there's a whole lot to pick from for reunion era. Like it'd be kind of cool if they would like dip back into the reunion era and choose, another soundboard. And there'd be a whole lot to pick from. Um, and even I'm trying to figure out what to choose as like a hypothetical thing. But I would actually pick one of their European dates, Dortmund. Um, I would pick Dortmund and for a European date because they changed the set list a bit. But I would pick maybe one of their U.S. dates before we went to Europe that has like "Take Me" and "Strutter" or on it. Because that'd be kind of cool to have like a 90 a 96 reunion version of "Take Me" that is actually, real versus what Kiss put out on "You Wanted the Best, You Got the Best," which that'd be kind of cool. Um, then into Psycho Circus territory, I think I used this one before, but I don't care. I'm going to use it again. The Anchorage, Alaska show, and that show is like totally unique due to the fact that there's very limited explosions and all that stuff. Like Gene doesn't fly, Paul doesn't fly. Very limited explosions. The only few explosions you get is at the beginning, and Ace shooting rockets, and there's like a lot of explosions at the end where Paul smashes his guitar. Other than that, no explosions, nothing. They didn't even bring like. There's a few pictures of the show. They didn't even bring their whole stage to Alaska. There's like a logo there that kind of harkens back to the logos from the early '70s. But no, it's a cool show. Um, that'd be that'd be like a really cool show to put on a soundboard, and it's like the I think that was like the last show from the Psycho Circus tour, and the first show for 2000, which is kind of weird. Um, but getting into farewell territory, um, I would say, well, it actually doesn't matter because with the original four, the set list didn't change except for maybe a few shows. I would say Las Cruces, New Mexico, because they actually had, I Was Made for Loving You in there. And it would be kind of nice to, have a soundboard from the original four's half of the farewell tour. That would be cool. And dipping into the 2001 half of the farewell tour, if they were to actually release another soundboard from this lineup, I would say Melbourne. Because, Melbourne or another Japan show, like, but Melbourne is good, because you would actually, the reason Melbourne is because you would actually hear, them do like a medley of some classic and deeper cuts of Kiss songs, which is so cool. I like it. And I can just, go on forever, but I'm gonna stop myself after 2004. Um, then we get into like World Domination, which there hasn't been any soundboards released for World Domination. Uh, Once again, I'm sticking with Japan, and going with Yokohama, because Kiss played a few obscure songs that they didn't play for the rest of the tour, like Forever and Shandy and stuff like that. Which is kind of cool. Even though I don't like Forever that much, it is kind of nice to hear them do Forever electrically in makeup. And wait, I take that back. I don't think they did actually did do Shandy. I think they just did Forever. Then they did Heaven's on Fire and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Um, Either way, that would be kind of nice to hear. Like 2003 Kiss play Forever electrically, along with a few other obscurities that they didn't do on other halves of the tour. Because the World Domination Tour was just playing greatest hits, and then we get into the Rock the Nation Tour, which in my opinion was a much better tour than the World Domination Tour in terms of set lists. And if they were ever to do a soundboard for one of the shows, I would have to say that they should do a soundboard for for the Australia shows, not just like one of the stadium shows, but for one of the theater shows also. Because for the stadium shows, either Melbourne or Brisbane, they still were playing with the orchestra, which is cool. But for the theater shows, it was the same thing for the Alaska show. No explosions, but just them and the music, but with more deep cuts. And of course, I Was Made for Loving You, because it's Australia's biggest song along with Shandy. And that's kind of where I'll leave it. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this topic, and I really would like really would like you guys your opinion on what future soundboards would you like to see Kiss release, and let me know in the comments, because I really would like to know what your guys' answers would be. And until next time, I'll see you later. See ya.